allegedly holding children as young as 5 in hot, cramped conditions, not to mention allegations of beating, the sexual abuse of women and girls, where innocent civilians were meant to be in your care treated this way. I mean, that's the big question Amnesty International raises. And they're prepared, sorry to interrupt, they're prepared to take you to the International Court of Justice to defend their views. Would you testify there?
We're ready to go. We're not scared of anybody. And I can tell you, they have their own intent on why they are doing that. I think they just want to demoralize my troops. They want us to look bad, because I just can't understand why anybody will wake up and say that we're killing people when we're actually not doing the same. And guess what? Where the Giwa barracks you were talking about, we have all the humanitarian agencies working there. You have the UN working, local and international organizations are working. Are we saying they are complicit? There is nothing we're doing in the back. So if they don't say it, which means Amnesty International is equal, and Amnesty is equally there, so which means they're equally accusing all these other organizations of being complicit.
So just to be clear, you would be prepared to go to the ICJ in The Hague and answer these accusations?
We're not scared of anything, because we don't have anything of such.
I want to address allegations also of corruption in the defence sector, because Transparency International says corruption has resulted in the wasting of billions of dollars worth of public funds through corrupt defence procurement. You said yourself, procurement's an issue for the Nigerian military. Is the Nigerian armed forces corrupt?
We are not.
Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the maximum love and the support. So, my beautiful people, today we come to share with you one that the session never ends. As you hear from Musa, it is happening. It is happening. The show with the watch me the show. This is an interview with Musa from the Aljazeera English. Abba, listing in details. The Chief of Defence Staff, General Christopher Musa, has responded to claims of alleged procurement in the military, accusing internal countries of funding terrorism in Nigeria and hiding the sales of necessary equipment to help crumble insecurity. Musa, while responding to questions in Aljazeera interview program live on Saturday night, blamed political decisions for the looting wars against insecurity in the country. His reaction followed the report by Transparency International Alliance and misappropriate of public funds related to corrupt defense procurement practice. If procurement procedure is marred by corruption, then those selling it are corrupt, he said. The Transparency International has also faulted security funding system known as security votes in the country. Responding, the Chief of Staff Musa said, "We do not produce the equipment we need. It takes two to tango. If they are saying there is corruption, it takes somebody to give and collect, which means those having these weapons are equally guilty. We have a procurement procedure which is being followed, and also state that even with our money, at times we find it difficult getting equipment, and the question is why?" One of the reasons this insurgency has been for this long is because we have been denied access to equipment. Even when we have our money to get it, it's difficult. When asked why the country is allegedly being denied access to purchase weapons, Chief of Staff Musa said, "Political decisions." He added, "We were just good guys, just trying to make sure that our country is secured. And then some individual seems not to be happy about it, trying everything possible to throw us under the bus for whatever reasons." What I realized over time, I have been in the service for almost 33 years. Anytime we seem to be succeeding, somebody throws something at us, and the question is why? Is it because we are succeeding, or you don't want the country to move forward? What is the intent? That's the question we are asking. The interviewer further asked, You seems to be posing those questions not to me, not necessary to our viewers, but to people in government. What do you want to say to them directly? You seems to suggest they are holding it back. But the military chief clarified that he was not referring to the Bola Tinubu-led administration. Not our own government particularly. Our government is doing the best they can. But you know, there is an international system. Like I said, we don't produce. We need to buy. So going to buy something is a bit difficult. The chief of defense staff was further added, if Nigeria was open to foreign partnership, especially concerning circulation of a foreign military base on the nation's soil, General Musa said, no, not at all. We do not encourage any foreign base. We have the capacity to secure our country, to secure the subdivisions, and to assist Africa. All we need is to continue to join training, which we do, and get equipment that we need to help us project this war. Musa explained that establishing a foreign base in Nigeria would create more problems. He cited an instance to emphasize Nigeria's stance. He said, I mean, imagine you bring us into your country. The next thing is most of the other terrorists will also want to come because they have those against them. We don't want Nigeria or Africa or West Africa to be thrown into a posy war, because that is what will be the next thing. Once you allow one to come in, the other one goes the other way around, and before you know it, there is conflict. When asked if Nigeria was considering international force outside West Africa, the chief of staff responded in the negative. No, nobody. We are good to go. All we are doing is, as we speak, we still have our troops maintaining peace within Africa and a United Nation. He, however, called on the UN to intervene by tracing and tracking foreign financiers of insurgency in Nigeria. The problem is that we have talked international community. Let's find out the funding. As we speak now, we have over 120,000 terrorists that have surrendered. Most of them, when they surrendered, were coming with hard currency. How did they get them? How were they funded? How did they get the training? How did they get the equipment? Ask, who could be funding the terrorists? Musa said, well, maybe international conspiracy. Who knows? How have they been able to sustain themselves for 15 years since the inception of the insurgency? This is one question everyone should ask themselves. I will just leave it as at. I am sure they know that these are the challenges we are facing. So the United Nations need to come in. We need to trace the funding. The interview whose interest it was to see Nigeria destabilized, General Musa responded, I do not know. You do not know. But your guess is as good as mine. So, my correlistic people, this is just few write-up gathered about some of the parts of the interview from Aljazeera. You can go to Aljazeera English to complete or to watch the interview very well to the best of your knowledge. So, my beautiful family, I'm bringing it here because, so many times Musa have said They are looking for people that are funding these people. Oh my goodness, that even them as Nigeria, they got the money. But you know, they refuse to sell the equipment for them. That is just their main concern. How come these people are getting it, but then they have the money, they have what it takes to buy, but still they don't get it? What is your take on this? And you hear what they ask him. The ICC will be inviting you soon. You have some question to answer there. And he said he's not scared. Let's go. So my beautiful families, let me bring the update to you that this is exactly what is happening right now. As I said before, this interview was from Aljazeera English, so you can go there and complete the interview to the best of your knowledge. So thank you so much, everyone. Please do well to share this video. I still remain your one and only Progress the Analyst as I bring all the update to you back to back. Thank you, and I'll see you in my other video. Bye for now.